Hey Taurus family, what is going on? Welcome to the channel. I am Deborah. This is Purusha Intuitive, and we are looking at the energy for you this week. So I hope you guys had a fabulous weekend. Happy holidays to everyone who celebrates. And we are also coming off of that full moon energy from last week. So you could probably feel some of the heightened energy, emotions, especially as it relates to our partnerships, whether romantic, friends, business, community. We find partnerships in all places, right, Taurus? All right, so let's get into it. The highest and best message for the Taurus collective. All right, ooh, passion. So reigniting some passion. I love this. There's an element of innocence and curiosity, but you're drawn to it, you know? This is something that you can't resist, you can't deny. It's a good balance. It's a good harmony, especially with, you know, what we've seen in the past. Maybe you're getting together with someone for coffee, someone that you do have this connection with. I feel like this is a new connection, though. I feel like this is meeting someone new. Someone maybe from your past for some of you. For some of you, it might mean that you have to close the door, you know? That actually, because what I'm hearing for, you know, it might not be with everybody, but I feel like you meet someone you have this really intense connection with, and you can't really deny it, right? Like, you can't just pretend it wasn't fabulous, you know? But I feel like this also means, you know, you're going to have to let go of some other things. And that is where the challenge might be. I feel like you're ready, to be honest, Taurus. Like, I feel like you've been there, done that. You know what this looks like. You know where the story goes, how it ends up, etc. And I feel like you've been feeling this intuitively for quite some time. Maybe not completely admitted it to yourself that it does need to come to an end. But that's where this passion comes in, right? So life puts this in our path, in our direction, when we really need to, you know, connect with the things that we are passionate about, for lack of a better word, things that we feel inspired by throughout life, right? It all comes through our evolution. So the way that we're showing up, you know, when we're in a good flow, we have a good system going. It makes us feel strong and empowered. Good things come our way, etc. The doors open. So yeah, boom, the Lovers, a way to open up that partnership, that energy I was talking about, and like really having that synergy with someone, having that balance, that reciprocity, that give and take. Yeah, new love, guys. Ace of Cups. So if you are, you know, and here's the thing, it does, like I said, just because it's the Lovers, Ace of Cups, it doesn't have to be love for you, especially if you're happily partnered. This can be, you know, new partnership in other areas, like I mentioned before. But it's beautiful. It's, you know, it's something that comes to that I feel like is an opportunity for evolution. There's something that you feel really hesitant about, though. Yeah, starting fresh, starting over. Because in your energy, Taurus, it's like, I don't know if I really want to go down this road before, or, you know, been there, done that, like I said. You want to move forward. You've done a lot of that work, that healing work, that evolution that we talked about. And this is taking, I feel like you have spent time evaluating But there's fear here for you for some reason. Yeah, it's like, and I get this. It's when we don't make a decision, right? When we're not, we can see, you know, the pros and cons to both sides, both choices. And it's kind of just figuring out which one you want to deal with, right? I know that's like kind of oversimplified, right? But there is, like I said, there's someone coming in. They're coming in strong. It's passionate. It's opening the doors to new beginnings, to new opportunities. Love comes with it. Like I said, whether it is romantic for you or not, there's a lot of connection. There's a lot of hope. There's a lot of promise with this Wheel of Fortune, a lot of abundance. This is a really strong energy. You know, and even if you are happily partnered, this could just be new beginnings in love, in your relationship, breaking out of a cycle. You are hesitant because, like I said, you know what it's like, you know what it gets you, but something about this is going to come to a close very quickly because this person, and I don't feel like this is as much this new connection. I think the new connection, like I said, it's giving you eyes to see the worth, the value, what you should be kind of pursuing, going after. You know, it's like when we connect with someone we vibe that well with, right, as the lovers, you can feel it. It's so, you know, it has this element of flow and you feel empowered, you feel stronger leaving that interaction. And I feel like you know what you've dealt with in the past. It's just, it's not had that same context. But you don't really want, I don't know, it's hard, right? It's hard making these decisions, especially when they are based in rationale. And there is so much love here. There is so much love here. But there's also more love for you, Taurus, is what I'm seeing. More opportunities at something that is deeper, that is more synergistic with you. And you know that. You're the High Priestess. She is like the governor of our intuition, the veil between the two worlds, right? And she's telling you, you know, and you know, that's why, I mean, maybe you're keeping it to yourself. Maybe you don't want to admit it to anyone, but something does happen this week where you do have to reach out to friends, family, people that you feel really supported by to get an outside perspective. And I also hear you've heard this outside perspective before. Yeah. You've heard this before. And maybe it was just, it's finally sinking in a little bit more. You know, when we stay busy in life, like a lot of to-dos on our plate, it's so easy to miss the signs, right? And what your intuition is telling you. But again, I feel like you know this. I feel like this reading is actually going to confirm it even more for you. What you have chosen in the past, it's the same. And I feel like this brings you the opportunity to really say to yourself, okay, like, again, it's spirit kind of like, hey, remember this? Remember how this feels, how this goes? You've been here before. I need you to pay attention because you are kind of missing out in the moment on something that is a little bit more grounded and stable. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This is just like the person who has their stuff together. Like the King of Coins to me, it's like, you know, they're an adult. They're adulting and they're doing it well, like fabulously actually. You know, it's just someone who's grounded and stable and wants certain things in life. similar goals and visions, is not this fly by the seat of your pants type individual. Someone who can talk a good game, say all the right things, and then not follow through. And that's really what you're letting go of. But I feel like this is about you stepping into that power, knowing your worth, knowing your value, knowing what you deserve. And I feel like you kind of hide that from yourself, Taurus. But that's what this gift, I will say a gift, because I think it's going to be fun. I think it's going to be fabulous. It's going to, it's really going to connect you with just that spontaneity of life, the things that make us feel like we are glowing from ear to ear. I love this Nine of Pentacles because it does speak to the work that you've done and are continuing to do. And that's what deserves to be honored and acknowledged. Maybe you were, don't feel worthy. Maybe you came from a situation of someone who put you down a lot, who didn't make you feel good enough, etc. I think you're a little afraid to step outside of the box. Even when this comes this week, I think there's a part of you that is a little bit hesitant. But I feel like I would definitely encourage you to kind of take up that offer, see what's behind door number 1, right? Or door number 2. I don't know. Don't be too hard on yourself. Give yourself a little bit of grace. It's good. It's important to have boundaries, to act from integrity. But there's this level of indifference that's coming from you, especially because of whatever you're holding on from the past. It's not easy to make these decisions. It's not easy to make big changes, especially when we're not feeling 100% confident about it. It does talk about you kind of waiting to see. But like I said, I do feel like you already know, Taurus. I feel like you have all the information that you need. I think you just don't want to look too deep into it because it is going to come with a hard decision, right? Yeah. But I feel like it's knowing when you are better from something, right? Especially if we've come from toxic relationships in the past, friendships, business, whatever it is, there's this certain level of healing that we have to do for ourselves, getting better, getting our feet back on the ground, finding our groove again, getting to know ourselves, whatever, on a deeper level, as you do. Think of after a breakup, right? You kind of go through that slump where you need a lot of TLC, depending on how intimate the relationship was. And then, once you have healed, it's moving forward. And that's kind of how I hear this situation for you. It served its purpose. It served its time. There is hope on your end that it's going to change or evolve or get better. But I think underneath, it's the same thing over and over and over again, And I love this. There is a lot of abundance for you, but you do need a little bit more balance. You need more reciprocity, and you're probably not getting that right now, or have not had that in the past. Someone who's willing to match the amount of work that you put into something, because you've put in a lot and you are worthy of those fruits, right? The fruits of your labor, excuse me, guys. And of your wishes and what you want. Because I keep hearing and seeing, Taurus, you can have it. You're kind of just blocking yourself right now. And I think that's just being too busy, having too much going on, too many distractions. You know, even our downtime can be distractions, even if we're like getting rest or whatever, you know, it might not be that like really kind of intentional soul rest that we all need. So this, again, it's just for this week. I hope this helps, Taurus. I hope it helps you navigate whatever you're working through. I'm sending so much love and good vibes your way. Yeah, thanks for stopping in, listening. Big thumbs up if it resonated. Drop comments below. Let's build and grow the channel, the community. Thank you again. Lots of love and blessings your way.